Hey guys, welcome to SuperMarcelWorld. Welcome to this retro review for Bride of Re-Animator. Jeffrey Combs and Bruce Abbott both returned to play the roles of Dr. West and Dr. Dan, and the film is directed by Brian Yuzna, who was a producer on the original and who also directed The Dentist 1 and 2, Return of the Living Dead 3 and Beyond Re-Animator. The story, even though we're led to believe that Herbert West might have died at the end of the original, luckily for us he is alive and well. This time around Dr. West wants to go beyond bringing the dead back to life by actually creating life. West convinces Dr. Dan to build a body of various parts by telling him he wants to use the heart of Megan Halsey, who is Dr. Dan's deceased wife from the original, originally played by Barbara Crampton. What I like: West and Hill. Both Jeffrey Combs and David Gill had such crazy, insanely good parts in the original, and I'm so glad both of them returned from this sequel. It was a wise choice bringing both of them back, or in David Gill's case, only his head. Both are just terrific. They're charismatic and they play their roles with so much fun. Gore and effects. The film features some amazing gore and makeup work by K and B, who are just the best in the business. Whenever you see K and B in a film's opening credits, you're guaranteed that the gore is good. What I don't like: Lieutenant Chapman. There's a detective who's digging into the events of the original. He's kind of trying to figure out what happened, and he quickly suspects West of being involved. I get why the character is there, it's a logical thing, but you know, he gets too much screen time. I really find this character annoying, and you know, they should have just killed him off way early in the film and make it a really good, gory, nasty, brutal kill. That would have really satisfied me. Really satisfied me. The Bride. You know, the title of the film is Bride of Re-Animator, but you don't see the bride up until like 1 hour and 60 minutes, where the film has just like 20 minutes left. Whoa! They should have named the film Waiting for the Bride of Re-Animator. You know, it's kinda like Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. You might as well call that one Jason on a boat. And this one, Bride of Re-Animator, where's the frickin' bride, man? And when you finally see her, she doesn't really do anything. She just screams and she's like, oh, totally paranoid what's going on. And you know, the effects are done in a great way. The film's finale is insanely crazy and terrific, and there's so much going on, but the bride itself, of the bride herself, is really disappointing. Most magical moment: the finale. Easily the finale. West and Kane's lab is invaded by Dr. Hill's flying head. You know, it's a decapitated, reanimated head with bat wings sewn on so it can fly. You know, if that doesn't scream insanity, and if that doesn't tell you how crazy these films are, I don't know what will. And he brings along his legion of reanimated body parts and, you know, stuff sewn together to make a whole new thing. You know, and he has an army of creatures like that, and you know, it's absolutely bonkers, and it's easily the best part of the film. Did you know? Reagent. The reagent, the potion that West uses to reanimate the dead, is taken from glow sticks. Wow. Bride of Frankenstein. The film is obviously hugely inspired by Bride of Frankenstein, which in that film they gather around body parts to create the bride. Meg. There's a deleted scene which picks off where the original left off, with Dr. Dan injecting the reagent into his dead fiancée Meg. They shot this scene without the beautiful Barbara Crampton, who is really missed in this film, and unfortunately they used a different actress, but fortunately for us, they didn't use the scene. I think it's a good idea that they left this scene out, because I'd rather have Meg not in this film than have her played by someone else. Overall, Bride of Re-Animator is a lot of fun, but it's nowhere near as good as the original. It starts off with similar opening credits, which are just as cool. The cast is good, especially Jeffrey Combs and David Gill once again stealing the show, and the one who's really missed is Barbara Crampton. It's sad that she didn't return. Just like the original, the film has a very dark sense of humor, like West talking to Dr. Hill's separate head in the fridge, or the part where the severed legs kick West in the face. You know, it's stuff like that. It's so simple, but it's so crazy that it's fun. That shot was a real kicker. Maybe the film is even a little bit too crazy. You know, it's really pushing the limits of insanity. Like I said, Dr. Hill's separated, reanimated head with bat wings attached to its head. It's sewed on so it can freaking fly. Really? Who makes that up? It's so over the top. I love it. But unfortunately, in my opinion, the film does have a few issues with keeping things interesting and keeping things, you know, in a good pace. There are moments where the film kind of falls flat, where it's a little dull, where I wish they would just move on. I also feel like they kept a lid on the gore and effects up until the climax, where they just yanked it off and threw everything in your face that they had. Maybe it would have been better to just smear it all over the film and not just keep everything at the end, but just a little bit more during the other parts of the film, because I felt kind of like that was missing. Overall, the original had much more to enjoy and it had a much better pace. But however, it is a lot of fun. I give Bride of Re-Animator 6 out of 10 flying Dr. Hill heads. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. How do you feel about Bride of Re-Animator? Is it your favorite in the franchise? Is it not? What do you like? What do you hate? Let me know below. We'll talk. If you have the time, hit that like button, maybe subscribe or check out some of the other videos. And of course, as always, I hope to see you back next time. Bye!